Most Star Wars fans think AT-AT drivers are just stormtroopers with different helmets. They're not. Today we're building the LEGO Star Wars AT-AT driver helmet, one of the most underrated helmets in the entire LEGO collection. AT-AT drivers belong to a specialized branch of the Imperial military trained specifically to operate the Empire's massive walkers. Their helmets weren't just for looks. The enhanced optics helped them navigate combat conditions while commanding vehicles that stood over 70 feet tall. This helmet design first appeared during the Battle of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back, one of the most iconic battles in Star Wars history. Many fans never noticed that AT-AT drivers share several design elements with TIE pilots, including the black visor and life support systems. LEGO uses some clever building techniques here to create the helmet's distinctive angular visor. Despite having only a few minutes of screen time, the AT-AT driver became one of the most recognizable Imperial Trooper variants. The Battle of Hoth showed just how terrifying Imperial walkers could be. Rebel speeders were forced to use tow cables just to bring them down. One thing I really like about this set is how LEGO recreated the breathing apparatus at the bottom of the helmet. The Imperial cog printed on both sides is another detail that makes this display piece stand out. With over 700 pieces, this is one of the more detailed Star Wars helmets LEGO has ever released. And honestly, I think it's one of the most underrated helmets in the entire collection. The AT-AT driver helmet was released in 2022 alongside the Dark Trooper helmet, and many collectors still consider it one of the most accurate helmets LEGO has produced. What's interesting is that the AT-AT drivers weren't elite soldiers like Death Troopers or Purge Troopers. Their role was much more specialized, focusing on operating some of the Empire's most powerful vehicles. Because of that, they rarely get attention compared to clone troopers, stormtroopers, or even TIE pilots. But that's exactly why I like this set. It represents a unique piece of Imperial history that doesn't get enough recognition. The helmet's large black visor wasn't just a design choice. It was intended to improve visibility while piloting massive combat vehicles. AT-AT drivers served throughout the Galactic Civil War and could be found on battlefields across the galaxy. Many of the scenes involving AT-AT drivers were filmed using miniatures and practical effects, which still hold up remarkably well today. The Battle of Hoth sequence took months to complete and remains one of the most celebrated visual effects achievements in movie history. Even though AT-AT drivers had limited screen time, their helmet design became one of the most recognizable Imperial uniforms. The side panels are one of the trickiest sections of the build because they have to create smooth curves using mostly square LEGO pieces. There it is, the completed LEGO Star Wars AT-AT driver helmet. Rate this build from 1 to 10 in the comments, and let me know which LEGO Star Wars helmet I should build next. I personally would rate this one an 8 out of 10. And if you enjoyed this speed build, don't forget to subscribe for more LEGO Star Wars content. And don't forget, and always remember, may the Force be with you.